Hey guys, Frank Melloni, Renaissance Firearms Instruction here with a new product from Newbold Targets. You may have seen some of their self-healing synthetic targets in some of our classes, maybe some of our videos. I know I've included them in a few articles. It's really neat stuff. Their target material self-heals some of the best on the market I've ever seen. So recently they turned their attentions to the brackets that you see here to set up sawhorses for whatever style target you want to shoot. Of course you could use their targets, that's what they want you to do, but these do hang steel just as much. We don't have any steel targets here today because you really could kind of like play with that. So we used actual weights. So we're going to do a little bit of a test today. I got 30 pounds of weight on here. And we set these things up with the 2x4s just as intended, regular everyday 2x4. I thought the idea was great because 2x4 is one of the least expensive pieces of material at all, not even just wood, to build stuff that potentially is going to get hit, destroyed, damaged. We're out on a rainy day today, which I thought would really highlight the quality and the benefits of using this stuff. But even less expensive than conduit, depending on where you buy it. And 2x4 takes a lot more hits than conduit can and still hold its integrity. So the biggest thing out in the market, of course, are all the different steel brackets that you can use here. And some of those are made out of mild steel. One shot, they're gone. The better quality ones are going to be made out of the AR-500, just like your targets are. They can take more hits, but eventually they're going to twist, break, snap, whatever it is. They are weatherproof, of course, but at the end of the day, metal is going to oxidize, rust, pit, and eventually wear out. It takes a long time, but nonetheless, it's going to, of course, be susceptible to the weather. So we left these things out for a while. We let them freeze and thaw and freeze and thaw. You know, we're in New York, so it really doesn't take a whole lot of time to go through that process. So what we're going to do is we're going to get back to the bench in a few minutes. We're going to talk about some of the equipment we have on the bench, and we're going to lay into them a little bit. I'm going to aim specifically right here on the Newbold target. I'm going to try to move my shots around and make it realistic, and we're going to see how many hits these things can actually take before the target decides to and cave in on itself, and then we're going to see if the thing still will hold the target or not. So let's head back to the bench. Let's take a look at some of the equipment we're going to use today. Let's get right into some shooting. All right, so we're going to send some 9mm down to it. We got some 9mm from our friends at Aguila. We got their 147 grain flat point. We got their 124 grain round nose. And most of you might recognize this from our courses, some of my articles. But we have the Ruger PC carbine, and new for us and for them also, JTS is importing some optics now. You guys might know them for their AK style 12-gauge shotguns and the 12-gauge AR style shotguns also. So we're going to go ahead and send this guy down, or use this guy to send some 9 right down into those brackets. Going to see if we can get a shot counter into this and see how many hits it actually takes before it falls down. Take a look and basically evaluate. So we put our conversion in here. We're using our Glock mags. Pretty cool design. I really thought that was a good one for the PC carbine because these are readily available. We got the new Magpul ones here. Just going to finish stuffing a few magazines, and we'll be on our way. The Lula loader comes courtesy of our friends from speedloaders.net. I always forget if it's .com or .net, but see if we can zoom in there. Really cool stuff. If you're looking for one-stop shopping on all your speed loaders, these guys are always the way to go. So, all right, we're looking good. Let's go ahead, get set up. Lay into this thing. Hit. 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 Wow. That's a full magazine right into it. And depending on the angle, it probably went through both sides as well. And it barely moved it. This is a 9mm bullet too, remember. You know, if you're using these for rifles, a smaller 5.56 or 308 is going to put even less of a hurt on it, especially if it's moving fast. There's some flat points going through there too, and those are going to be even more destructive. Well, let's see what we got. Hit. 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 And that one actually hit the top of the 2x4 too, the cross piece. Hit. Hit. Oh, it's got a nice group out there. Hit. 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 That's 20 hits on the thing. Hit. Move it around a little bit. Hit. 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 We're hitting this thing so many times I can't even tell where the fresh hits are anymore. All right, let's finish it up. That's 30 rounds through it. Let's go take a look. All right, so downrange, weapons clear. I'm pretty impressed, I have to say. All our hits are here, even the ones we couldn't call, we just started stacking them up, we counted it out. It looks like this 30 here, I got up to 28, and then we got to spots like here where I really can't tell if it's 4 or 5. The way they self-heal, it really does close that hole right up. So the 9mm holes, the poke through here is smaller than a 22 hole, so that's pretty cool. It looks also like a lot of those stopped in the back 2x4. So the ones where we couldn't see the splash, it's because they're still in here. Let's take this thing apart. It might be on a little stiff because obviously when you hit it, things swell. Let's see if we can get this out. Okay, it is rubberized material, so it is going to hold it a little snug. I'm good with that. This means less of a chance of having an issue on a windy day. Okay. Oof. Yeah. Let's get this guy off here. All right, so that's not coming out. Oh, that's how it is, okay. Yeah, this is the back leg. This is the one where the most deformed bullet wound up in, so it's gonna need to get wiggled out. Let's see what we can do here. That's coming. Okay, that's out. All right, you know, you can't call it a bad thing when, oh no, that is cool. You can't call it a bad thing when it holds it together nice, right? But if you melt your own lead and reload, here's some of your bullets. Let's go ahead and pan that down a little bit. All right. So yeah, these are the. It's funny because here's your 147 flat points. Point actually caved in just a hair, and that's funny. It's still warm. It's nice. And here's your 124 round nose. So, taking a look at the target. Here's our hits, and that forward leg. Looks like they hit, they bounced around a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to get in there, probably not. But anyway, most of them didn't directly go through, they kind of changed angle. And a lot of them really came through here on that back leg. And when it hit the back leg, it kind of just smashed through it. So it's funny, obviously, and you would expect this, the back leg took more damage than the front leg. But nonetheless, that 2x4 really did a big job in slowing it down. And quite a few of them didn't even make it that far. It looks like the ones that did kind of tumbled and they kind of cut through instead of poke through. So the front leg actually protects the back leg. So one of the ways you're going to get more use out of this is by just turning it around and putting this forward part forward, and then this one will get some wear if you go ahead and miss. Now, I mean, remember we're talking 30 hits on this thing and it's still good. So I mean, I would gamble this is going to take 80 to 100 hits. I'm not going to keep shooting it, quite frankly, because, well, I'm in a tough spot. They promised me a new one if I destroy this. But I don't feel like using all that ammo because I think even the 200 rounds I have, there's a good chance it's not going to be enough. The 2x4s are also starting to cave in, so the 2x4s can't take that, which is great because, you know, I want my weak point to be the cheapest product. So check these guys out, newboldtargets.com. Get you a little close-up there of their website. We'll put a link down in the description, and please make sure that you like and subscribe this video. Give us some comments, let us know what you think of this stuff, and if you get your own out there, I really hope you guys do. Give them a look, and let us know what your experience was with them as well. I'm Frank Melloni. This is Renaissance Firearms Instruction. We'll see you next time on the range.